Hi, it's Cindy here, and time for restorative yoga. Thank you for joining us from home and from Zoom today. What you will need for your practice, you'll see that I have a rather large pile of props here. I have a strap, if you've got one of them handy, that might be kind of nice, and 2 blocks if you've got those at home. If 2 blocks aren't accessible for you, you can always use soup cans, 2 that are of the same size. You can use books or something that kind of resembles that. Extra blankets can actually be used for blocks as well. You'll need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster at home, if you have a removable sofa cushion, that is a really nice option for a bolster as well. And then I have 3 yoga blankets here, 3 Mexican blankets. You can use any type of blankets. Just make sure that they're pliable, that they can move with you throughout your practice, and they can help you to come into a comfortable shape for your practice. Now, we're going to get started today in a very basic relaxation pose. We're going to take our 2 blocks and place them on the medium height. So this is the medium height, and we'll place them so they're side by side at the bottom part of the mat where the legs are going to go. And then we'll take the bolster or a cushion from your sofa, or maybe you take 2 or 3 blankets and you fold them in half lengthwise. I'll show you what that looks like. So you could also take a blanket that looks like this and set it over the blocks, and do that with a second blanket, and then do that with a third blanket, and that'll give you nice support just like a bolster would do. Now, if you don't have to use the blankets, you'll have your bolster over those blocks, and you'll take a blanket and you'll set that at the back of your mat, and that is going to be the support for your head and your neck. Now, if you have a strap with you, you can bring that into your hand, and you're going to come to lie onto the back, and you want to bring the middle of the calves onto the bolster, and then you want to make sure that you have a 60-degree angle from the kneecap to the hip. So we don't want it to be really close like I'm demoing, because that's not going to be very comfortable. We want there to be a little bit of space, and it takes a little bit of adjusting, trying to kind of figure out what's going to feel the best for your body. And you'll know when you get there. And if you feel that maybe this height is too high, you can always lower the blocks down another level. And then if that's too high, blocks can be removed completely, and you can just rest your legs over the bolster. Now, when students have low back pain, it's very different for everybody. And as a yoga teacher, we can't just say it's A, B, or C. It could be A through Z, the different ways that you feel in these different postures. So if this is going to create too much pressure on the knees or the low back or the pelvis, take your time to find an adjustment. And basically what I'm getting at is that there's a tilt to the pelvis and the knees are higher than the heart.